Okay, just a quick update. This is the day after the update of September 21st, so it's September 22nd. And we've implemented a lot of the thoughts that were expressed in that earlier update. This is the corner tank, and you'll notice quite a few things different. Basically, what we had before, which I'll insert with a picture here, was a very overgrown, very healthy, beautiful tank that you couldn't see a lot of the beauty in it because of that overgrowth, especially the kabamba. And so from the corner we moved and harvested that kabamba, moved it back so that you can see the front of the tank again, and moved a big bunch of that into the office tank. In front there is the red kabamba that we're still trying to let grow out, and so we've given it some prominence in the front there so it gets the light. And then just to its left was the plant moved around slightly that I'm not sure what that is, but it's doing very well. And now you can really see the beauty of that red plant that was buried before, as you saw. And then just off to the right, see those two spiky plants? Don't they look beautiful with that furry tip on them? And so we've moved them out where they can get some light and grow. And then the broadleaf plant just behind that was again hidden back there. It's still pretty much back there, but we took out a big structure piece so we could reclaim some of the real estate in this very deep cornered pie-shaped tank. And that allowed us to move this plant, that centerpiece that is growing so well, back just about 5 inches, which gave us more open space, both for that spike, which has now reached the top of the water that we showed you before. That's the outgrowth from that Amazon sword plant. Curious to see how those babies develop. And so if you follow that spike down, you get into this, which now has a very big space to spread out and really show off its beautiful leaves. In the front, we didn't do much with the banana plant leaves, but we did discover a small Amazon sword, which is just hidden behind them right now. We've moved that out where it can get light, and so that's right there. And hopefully that'll grow into a nice big plant too. And then you have the corkscrew val with its great new root system and baby plants. So we've given that a little bit more light and opened up this corner. There was an Amazon sword there that was starting to lose its leaves, so I don't know what that was about, but we decided to move it into I think one of the other tanks. And then there's that broadleaf plant that was over in the corner that got moved out. And so we have a totally different look in here. I'm not sure if you like this better or not. My wife is the gardener. She really went to town. I've had some surgery on my right hand, which is what I would usually use to move things around in the tank, and that shouldn't be submerged in a fish tank at this point. And so she did all of this with us together, brainstorming exactly what should happen. So she would implement what we agreed upon. And like I say, now it looks more like an organized garden instead of an overgrown, especially the forest of the kabamba, which is doing so beautifully, and very pleased with it. But like I said, it was just taking over that whole part of the tank, and you missed out on all the other plants. And so already, with that fertilization program, again, the CO2 every morning, leaf zone potassium and iron treatment every week when the water change, which was today, and then the plant tabs on a quarterly basis under certain plants. And so this is already opening up from when we moved it, and the tank recovered very quickly despite a lot of the debris being loosened from the gravel from that water change, which I tend to vacuum out some of the stones. but leave a lot of the debris in there for the plant food. So anyway, that's what it looks like, and we'll make this nice and short. But again, oh, this plant here, I told you we took a major piece of it and put it in the office tank. That's doing well. It's really growing out also. And we just took another piece of it, a nice piece of it with a couple branches, and moved that into the bow tank. And so the net result is this is really propagated nicely. And in both other tanks it's doing very well. So much for the corner tank. As for the bow tank, this is just going to be a quick shot, not a whole lot of change here. Just some of the transplants from the corner tank. Continues to do very well with that fertilization program. And a nice garden again. Very much due to my gardener here. Fish are doing well, and the plants are growing out nicely.